Good evening, students. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, students. Today we are going to perform CE amplifier. We are going to perform frequency response of CE amplifier. Is the screen visible, students? Can you see the screen? Okay. Thank you, Jacinta. We'll wait for 5 minutes till other students join the practical students. So till that time, go through the experiment number 10, CE amplifier. And draw the circuit diagram of CE amplifier. Is there in your lab manual. So draw this diagram, students, till other student join the practical. एक मिनट आम्ही हे प्रॅक्टिकल सुरू आहे. Today we are going to perform frequency response of CE amplifier. So here you can see this is NPN transistor connected in CE configuration. We have seen function of each component and we have also gone through the working of CE amplifier. We have also seen the bandwidth of CE amplifier and the frequency response of CE amplifier. That response we are going to verify by using the virtual lab. Same virtual lab we are going to use to perform this practical. So draw the diagram and let me know once you finish drawing the diagram. Done with the diagram, students? Yes, Harshali. हाँ, माझ नसेल मग. Today we are going to perform C amplifier, students. So here we are going to open this experiment study on BJT CE amplifier, and we are going to perform frequency response of this BJT CE amplifier. Am I audible? Yes, Harshali.
Yes, ma'am.
Rishikesh.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you, students. We have already seen the theory of this C amplifier. So there are total 3 capacitor. One is bypass capacitors and 2 are the coupling capacitor. One coupling capacitor we have connected at input side and one we have connected at output side. So this circuit diagram we have already seen. Okay, and just now you have drawn also. This is the hybrid circuit of this C amplifier. Okay, now we are going to perform the frequency response of this C amplifier. In procedure, we are going to set the input voltage 50 millivolt 15 millivolt at 1 kilohertz frequency, and we are going to keep this source voltage constant, and we are going to change the frequency from 50 hertz. Okay, and we are going to reach up to maximum value, and we are going to keep this resistance value, source resistance, at 100 ohm. Then RC is at 4K, 4000 ohm means 4K. RE we are going to keep 1 kilo ohm. RL, the load resistor is 2K, and we are going to set the RB1 as 47K and RB2 10K. Okay. Then coupling capacitor we are going to select the CC1, coupling capacitor 1 10 microfarad, coupling capacitor 2 again 10 microfarad, and bypass capacitor is 10 microfarad. Then we are going to click on add button for this reading, and we are going to take the readings. We are going to take all those readings on the table, and then we are going to plot the graph. Okay. So according to the experiment, we are going to adjust all those values. So go to simulation, and then we are going to start simulation. Okay. Here, click on CE amplifier. Source resistor. Okay, source resistor, we are going to select value for source resistor 100 ohm. Just now we have seen in procedure. So change the knob till we get a 100 ohm. So see over here, 100 value we have selected. Then we are going to select RC as a 4K, that is 4000 ohm. Okay. Then we are going to select the emitter resistance 1 kilo ohm, and RL we are going to set it to 2K. RL, you can see over here, RL we are going to select it to 2K, that is 2000 ohm. Okay, these values are given in the procedure. Okay, then then RB1 and RB2, RB1 and RB2, RB1 we are going to select 47K. 47K means 4700, and RB2 we are going to set it at 10 kilo ohm. 10 kilo ohm means 10,000. Okay, 10 kilo ohm means 10,000. Now we are going to keep all the capacitor at 10 microfarad. And then we are going to change the frequency. Now we have selected all the values as per the procedure. Okay, now we are going to select the frequency, and we are going to take the output voltage. Okay, so here we are going to select the frequency 50 hertz. Okay, and the voltage is constant. The voltage is constant, which is at 50 millivolt. This applied signal to this C amplifier is fixed, that is 50 millivolt, and we are going to change only frequency. So here select the frequency 50 and then add to the table. So when you click on add to the table, this value get added to table, students. See over here, this is 50 hertz, and here magnitude that is dB. How you are going to find out dB? So dB, the dB formula is, the gain in dB is always calculated by 20 log V output divided by V in. So whatever output obtained at this side divided by input voltage is 50 millivolt. So output voltage divided by this 50 millivolt in, and this ratio we are going to take logarithmic value of this ratio into 20. So 20 log VO by V in, that will be your gain. So this gain is decibel. Okay, now we are going to change this frequency 200 hertz. Now change it to 100 hertz. Okay, and again add it to the table. So when you change the frequency, see over here, as your frequency is increasing, signal is also increases. So we have gone through the frequency response. As frequency increases, signal is also increasing, and at middle frequency the response will be constant, and again for high frequency it will be decreased. So that we are going to observe over here. Okay, then we are going to change the frequency to 200 hertz. Okay, so for 200 we are going to see the value. So this is the 22 dB. Now we are going to change the frequency to 300 hertz. Change it to 300 hertz. Okay, and add to the table. So that is 25. Then change it to 400. Add to the table. Then 500. 500 hertz. Then take 600. Then take 800. After 600, take reading for 800. Okay, 800. Then take reading for 1 kilohertz. 1 kilohertz. Add to the table. Okay, so here you can see the gain is increasing. Okay, then after 1 kilohertz, take reading for 2 kilohertz. 2K, 2 kilohertz. Then take reading for 4 kilohertz. 4 kilohertz. So see over here. Now your frequency response is still increasing. Then we are going to take reading for 6 kilohertz. See, for 6 kilohertz, now it's remaining constant. See over here, 4 kilohertz, 6 kilohertz. Then we are going to take reading for 8 kilohertz. Kilohertz. Okay, then we are going to take reading for 10 kilohertz. 10 kilohertz. Okay, so you can see over here your frequency response is almost constant because it's a middle frequency range. Now we are going to take reading for 20 kilohertz. 20 kilohertz. Then 40 kilohertz. So here we are going to take so many readings because we are observing the frequency response. 20 kilohertz done. Then 40 kilohertz. 40 kilohertz. 60 kilohertz. 60 kilohertz. 70 kilohertz. And take reading for 80 kilohertz. 80 kilohertz, and you can see over here still the frequency response is constant. Now we are going to take reading for 1 megahertz. 1 megahertz. Add to the table. Okay, so we will see over here still it's constant. Then we are going to take it for after 1 megahertz. Take reading for 1.2 megahertz. This is 1.2 megahertz. This value is 1.2 megahertz. Add it to the table. Then 1.4 megahertz. Then 0.5 megahertz. Okay. Then we are going to take a reading for 2 megahertz. We'll take for 1.8 megahertz. For 1.8 megahertz, see, the answer is start decreasing now. 1.8 megahertz. Now take reading for 2 megahertz. 2 megahertz. So for 2 megahertz, see, the signal is starts attenuating. It was constant at 34.38. Now it is starts decreasing at higher frequency. So after 2 megahertz, we are going to take it for 3 megahertz. Add to the table. See, signal is attenuating. Then 4 megahertz. Okay. See here, we cannot take more than 25 readings. You can see over here. Only 25 reading we can take, so we will reduce the number of readings. Okay, we will reduce. But here you can see, when you increase the frequency, from lower to middle range, your signal, the output gain is increasing. See over here, the output range, the output gain is increasing, and around from this 4K, your middle frequency band starts. So from this 4K up to this 1.3 megahertz, your middle frequency band is there, and after that, after this 1.3 megahertz, your signal starts attenuating. So we will reduce the number of readings in the lower frequency range, and then again we will perform the experiment. Okay, so clear the readings. So here you can see the table is clear. Now again we will perform the same set of reading, but with reduced number of frequency response. Okay, only 25 readings are allowed. So here select the frequency. We will select directly 500. Okay, first reading will take 500. Add to the table. Now again we have to select all resistors, because we have cleared the resistor. So select here 100. Then RC is maximum, RC 4K. Then this value is RE is 1K. RL we are going to keep it to 2K. RB1 47K. RB2 10K. Okay. Then all the capacitor we are going to keep it at 10 microfarad. We are going to keep the frequency at 500. First reading we are going to take for 500. We are going to reduce the number of readings and add to the table. See over here, okay. Now we are going to take reading for directly 1K. Add to the table. Then directly take for 2K. 2K. Then take reading for 4K. And 6K. Then directly take for 10K. 10K. Then now here you can see your signal is increasing, okay. After 10K, take reading for 20K. 20K. Okay. After 20, directly take reading for 50K. Now your signal starts remaining constant over here. See. Then we are going to take it for 80K. 80K. And then see, for 80K it's remaining constant only. Then we are going to take reading for 1 mega. 1 megahertz. For 1 mega it's again constant. Then take reading for 2 megahertz. Then we are going to take it for 4 megahertz. 4 megahertz. Okay. Now you can see over here. Your signal is start attenuating. Okay. 4 megahertz. Then 6 megahertz. 8 megahertz. 8 megahertz. See, your signal is attenuating over here. See. Then after 8 megas, we are going to take it for 10 megahertz. 10 megahertz. See, signal is attenuating. Then take for 20 megahertz. 20 megahertz. Okay. 20. Then we are going to take reading for 30 megahertz. Then 40 megahertz. We are going to take for 25 reading students. 40 megahertz. 40 megahertz. See, signal is decreasing. 40 megahertz. Then after 40, we are going to take reading for 60 megahertz. 60 megahertz. 60 megahertz. See, signal is attenuated. 60. Then we are going to take reading for 80 megahertz. 80 megahertz. And then 1 gigahertz. Okay, so here we have taken reading up to 1 gigahertz. See, so these are our readings. Now we are going to plot the graph. Okay. These are the reading. Now we are going to click on plot. And here we can see the plot. See, this is your frequency response, students. Okay, so we have started with 500. So here you can take 1 or 2 readings also if you want, because how many readings we have got here? 21 readings. So you can take more 2-3 readings over here. Okay, you can start from here, means you can take reading for 100 and 300. Yes, what happened? So here, see student, your lower cutoff frequency. So how you are going to find your frequency? See, this is the maximum. This is the maximum gain. Okay, and the maximum gain value is 34.38. So 34.38 minus 3 dB. So your 3 dB gain will be 31.38. So if you plot a line over here, 31.38, then your lower cutoff frequency will be here. Okay, lower cutoff frequency will be here, and your higher cutoff frequency will be somewhere here. Okay, or you can find the maximum gain by multiplying 0.707 into AV. So if you multiply 0.707 into this 34.38, so multiply 34.38 into 0.707. Okay, 0.707 AV max. So that is your range, and if you draw a line from this value, then you will get a lower cutoff frequency something over here. 34 minus 3 dB, that is 31 some around here. Okay, if you draw a line over here, then you will get a lower cutoff frequency, that is 5K. As per this virtual lab, we are getting lower cutoff frequency over here, something over here. See, because from this value your signal is remaining constant, and if we are seen over here, then here see 2 mega, around 2 mega, your signal start attenuating. So your cutoff frequencies are 5K. So see over here, cutoff frequencies are 5K here almost, and it is 2 mega. Okay, so this is nothing but a bandwidth. If you subtract this lower cutoff frequency from higher cutoff frequency, you will get a bandwidth, that is a mid-band gain. Okay, so here you can see your mid-band gain is minus 52.411. Okay, so this is the mid-band gain, student. And if you want to calculate the bandwidth, so how you are going to calculate? This higher cutoff frequency minus lower cutoff frequency, that will be your bandwidth. Okay, so this 2 mega minus this 5K, so your bandwidth will be 1.5 mega, almost 1.5 megahertz. Okay, so this is all about the frequency response of CE amplifier. So here you have to take screenshot of this circuit diagram with the values, then you have to take screenshot of these readings and also take the screenshot of graph. Okay, is there any query, student? So here you can see the graph we obtain by performing the practical is exactly same that we have seen in a theory class. Okay, so if you have any doubt, then you can ask me. Yes, Harshali, understood how to perform frequency response?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Thank you. So if you have any other query, you can ask me. Any other query, students? Yes.
No, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. So today we are going to conduct only this practical because some students are facing same data issues. So today we will stop here and only 2 practicals are remaining. One is voltage multiplier and another practical is photo transistor. So only 2 practicals are remaining. So we will conduct those practical tomorrow or in the next week. Okay.
मॅम
Yes, tell me.
मॅम फक्त 2 राहिलेत का लास्ट?
Yes, only 2 practicals are remaining.
टोटल किती?
Previously
May
we
we
have.
leave, ma'am?
Yes, tell me.
May we leave?
Yes, you can leave now. Yes. Previously we have performed 5 practical students. Yesterday we have performed 2 practicals, right? Yesterday we have performed 2 CB&C configuration. Today we have performed 1 practical, that is C amplifier, frequency response of C amplifier. So only 2 practicals are remaining, voltage multiplier and the photo transistor. So total 10 practicals we are going to perform in this SDC lab. Okay, so today we have performed only 1. So practice the same and also prepare your lab manual. In next week you have to upload your lab manual. Thank you students and stay healthy everybody. Bye.
Bye bye.
मॅडम
Yes, tell me.
मॅम आपलं कॉलेज 16 तारखेपासून चालू होणार आहे का?
नाही, अजून तसं काही कॉलेजने इन्फॉर्म नाही केलेलं आहे. कॉलेजमध्ये तसं काही नोटीस आली नाही अजून. ठीक आहे, तर कॉलेजमध्ये नोटीस आली तर तुम्हाला क्लास टीचर तुमच्या ज्या आहेत लीना मॅडम त्या शेअर करते.